Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading from my Sagittarius for the week starting October 31st, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. It would be very appreciated. And thank you for those who subscribed already. And welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for your likes, all of your comments, shares. It truly means a lot to me. And I also posted below the video where you can find me on social media as well. You can also book me for a reading on my Facebook page as well. All the information below the video. And now, my beautiful, loving Sagittarius, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have for you in the past position this week. We have the Nine of Rods. The Nine of Rods. So the battle I'm not sure if it's an internal battle, or is a battle that is actually put upon you. Maybe you are involved in a physical battle. Sometimes Sagittarius could get caught up in things sometimes, but it could be also the energy. Right now, you have this ruler of battle, which is Mars, currently in Capricorn, in your second house. Second house is a house of family, but it's also the house of worth and value. Okay, so maybe there's opportunity here. I don't know. Maybe you're just, the energy is dragging you into maybe involving yourself in battle. Those battle could be also verbally, because it's the second house, right? A second house is also the mouth on a physical level. There's some type of battle surrounding you right now. You may not be involved. It could be just that it's hostile. Yes, for some people it's kind of a very anxious time. I can understand that, depending on where you're located, and you may be able to pick up on that. You see the battle on a bigger level. Maybe there's no battle, but you do see some type of disruption, and you're thinking to yourself, or you're planning things into yourself. There's a lot of energy, that is just, unconscious. Remember, the sun is in your 12th house. The sun is in your 12th house. Mercury is in your 12th house. There's these things about Mercury where some people say that, in the 12th house, it's his detriment. Okay, because the 12th house is so nebulous. It's the 12th house of Pisces, where there's no clarity. Everything is like, it's unclear. The waters, but for some people, the 12th house is genius. It's a house of genius. For some reason, I think Albert Einstein has this Mercury in the 12th house. If it's not in the 12th house, it's Mercury in Pisces, something like that. But for you, Mercury is currently in the 12th house, and it's the house of illusion, dreams, hidden enemies, karma. Okay? So the sun doesn't like to be in the 12th house because it's a hidden house. The sun likes to be, seen. But when it's behind you, then it pushes you to oversee things that maybe this karmic thing. If you've done something, maybe the people are saying things about you, especially with Saturn in your house. It could be a difficult time to energy where you're forced to look at your behavior. For some reason, you may feel on the defensive. Maybe there's things that are randomly coming towards you. Remember, it's just the energy of the planet, and that could affect you even if you're not involved. Okay? And let's see what we have in the present position for you, my Sagittarius. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay? The 12th house, I would thought for some reason that it would be an easy place for some Sagittarius. I say this because the 12th house is also the house of foreign place and foreign travel. Why? Because it's further away from the sun, right? It's the sun is, if you have the sun in Sagittarius, whenever anything, any planet in Scorpio is in the 12th house, it's behind you. You don't see it. Okay, so there's some type of behavior that could be detrimental that you could be doing, or some type of behavior that people are doing towards you that could be also possible. That's the energy of the 12th house, especially with the new moon. It eliminate that energy. The 12th house also is a house of dreams. Okay? So maybe you have some type of nightmares right now. You're not in your optimistic self. You may just be back in the 12th house. 12th house, mind you, could be an optimistic self because it's a house of Pisces. Pisces, I would think, is, but it's having a release. It's just being there and having faith, not being led by ego. The ego is not there. It's just the subconscious mind. So for some, it could be a difficult place or difficult transit for some of my Sagittarius. But look in your chart and see if you have those planets. For others, it's a good place. And if you do have planets in the 12th house, what is recommended is that you do travel. When you travel, you become lucky. See, that's the thing, is by reading your birth chart. You know, if you have a lot of planet in your 12th house, you may not feel comfortable at home. You feel like, what is just, you always, but for Sagittarius also, it's just that also they travel all the time, right? But there may be some indication of the 12th house in your birth chart, and that could give you so much access to understanding your psyche and also your skills, because the 12th house is also hidden skills. Okay, and let's see what we have in the position of the outcome, the future for you, my Sagittarius, this week. We have the Star, and I love it because it's a major arcana. So that's the energy that's going to prevail, okay, to any areas of life where you find, some type of difficulties. Because here there's a momentum of the 9 where you're getting ready. Oh, and then there's just something happening. You may not get the result that you want, but through that you elevate yourself, because that's the 12th house, is when there's a release. There may be something that you need to release subconsciously, where you're like, oh, that's what it is. Oh, well, you know what? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm not going to hold that. I'm not going to give it any value. I say this because the 12th house is a house of release. So, like, it's good to know your birth chart, because then you can heal for those that need healing. The Star in this position is to let you know that you're protected by releasing something. By being in a position where it's just like you may be cut up, there's a momentum. But the good things is after 10, it goes back to 0. Okay, but for you, it's not even that. It's you're reaching a new plateau of understanding of life and, and environment. There's a lot of things about yourself when that you once looked as you value and no longer anymore. Okay, where, because the Star is also the water barrier, is the representer of Aquarius, represent Aquarius in the zodiac. So it's a very mystical energy for you, my Sagittarius. But I'm going to end this reading here. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, send you lots of kisses. I love you.